So Minecraft just announced one of the weirdest features I've seen in a while. You can now raise a happy ghast. And since I just started learning game dev, I thought, what if I turn this into an actual game? So I love Minecraft. I grew up with it and now I even code with it. But there's something I've started to realize, is that as much as I love building in Minecraft, it's not really a game engine. And that matters, because the stuff I want to make now takes way more time and effort than it really should have. So this time around, I'm doing things a little bit different. Instead of building inside of Minecraft, I'm going to be using an actual game engine. And so I opened up Unity to create my first project. There we go. It's beautiful. Now, whenever you make a game, the first thing you need to make is the player. So I created my player model and tried to import it into the game. All right, I just made my player model and it just looks like a chonky version of Minecraft. And we also needed a proper camera system so that we could record myself talking. So that way we can go from this to this. Now, the beauty about transitioning to an actual game engine is that I can actually make the player do whatever I want in a couple of minutes. I don't have to read through any mixins or reverse engineer specific parts of the code to perform a specific render. I also don't need to wait every 2 minutes just to open up Minecraft and test it. So after creating our camera system, I went ahead and made the game design document because the last time was quite a disaster trying to wing everything without a plan. Now, since this is my first time making a full 3D game, I decided to keep things simple. Or at least simple-ish, I guess. The core idea was this. I have 3 main things: a player, an enemy, and a baby ghast. And the goal is to protect the baby ghast from the enemies that spawn over time. Originally, I wanted to make a full wave system, complete with mini-bosses and maybe some final boss cinematic. But let's be honest, since I'm still learning, and if I went that route, this game would never be done. So I've reduced the scope, but tried to keep the fun. And so now that we had a player model, I started by adding a dash ability. So whenever you press shift, you'll be able to dash in the direction you're facing. There's no sounds yet, so it's kind of bland. And whenever you dash in third person, it kind of just, I don't know, it looks awkward. After that, I added the first person arms, and I also started working on the ghast and baby ghast models. Oh, dude, it's so cute. Made this one ugly ghast, and now we have a cute one. We're gonna protect you. So if we walk, we have a little bit of a walk animation, and then if we run, we have a run animation. I'm not gonna lie, it actually looks really good. It came out way better than I expected. Then I gave the player the ability to swing its arms. Now I did run into some bugs in the way, but I managed to fix it relatively quickly. And just like that, we had our very first attack mechanic. Now, what's the point of being able to swing your arms if there's nothing to attack in the first place? Now, I actually had to remake the ghast because my initial one was kind of ugly. So after implementing the new ghast into the game, I gave it the flight logic and also wrote a script so that you can shoot fireballs at a player. It honestly came out better than I expected, and it was actually working like an actual ghast. But remember, the goal of the game is to protect this little guy. Don't worry, I'll protect you. So the baby ghast doesn't fight back. It kind of just lays there. And this means if the enemies reach it, it's kind of just game over. So to make things a little bit more fun, I added a mechanic that lets you pick it up. All right, so I just added animations to this little baby ghast. Oh, dude, it's so cute. And then when you hit it, it kind of has like the feedback, so it bounces back a little bit. See? Now let's just try to add like a few sound effects. Check this out. If I get closer to the baby ghast, you get this little dialogue where it says press F to pick up the baby ghast. So now if I press F, we can actually pick it up, right? And then if we pick it up, we can also walk with it. Hey, also, if I go to third person, it's actually not on my hand. It's on my shoulder. Look at that. Oh, this is so cool. Dude, this is actually the best thing I've ever made. Oh my god. So, if you want to run, you actually have to, drop it. But during the time when you're actually holding it, you can't run. You can dash, but not run. But you can also attack too. Just not run. That's just not run. Just not run. Okay. Honestly, I want to make a basic particle effect just because of this little guy. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna learn a little bit. All right. And so now if we pick it up, we have a little bit of a flare. So now you can carry the baby ghast around with you and also kind of just stare at it. But yeah, no, adding this created enough interaction to make this feel like you're actually protecting it, which also gave the game a bit of a charm to it. But yeah. So now that the core mechanics are in, it was time to put everything together. I built a quick home screen and threw in some UI to make things at least look presentable. And I also went ahead and added the working UI, such as the health indicator, game over screen, and so on. And once everything was working, I went ahead and added the actual game loop, where ghast spawned in at random intervals. Yes, that was it. But no, since the difficulty scales over time, it was actually pretty fun to play. Okay, so we have the main screen, and now we can press play. And if we press play, we can actually enter the game. Okay, so we're now in the game, and we can kill the ghast. We also can pick up the ghast and whatnot. And then when the ghast dies, the game actually ends. So let's double team. Okay, see? So then once the baby ghast dies, it says game over, and then you can either play again or go to the main menu. So now we're gonna start working on the actual game logic. For example, like spawning the ghast in waves and whatnot. And I guess we can kind of change up the terrain a little bit because right now it's just a flat land. And so I quickly built the environment using a few cubes and added the portal effect with shaders to indicate where the ghast will come out from. At first, I went with a darker setting in order to build immersion and make the player feel tense. But then after looking at the baby ghast, I don't know, it just didn't fit in. So I switched things up, made the world feel more colorful and alive again, something that better matched the tone. And there we go. We have created our first game. Honestly, making a game wasn't as hard as I expected, but if there's one thing I do miss, it's probably the visuals and the feel from Minecraft. Obviously, given some time, that won't be an issue, but as of right now, I feel like I could have done way more on the visual aspect. Then again, this is just a small MVP project, so I didn't really care as much, but yeah. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video because I'm having quite a lot of fun learning game dev. So if you enjoyed this, let me know what I should build next.